and I will always find a way to survive. I'm not a failure, but I know what it's like. I can take it or leave it or die. Stay. You don't always know where you stand till you know that you won't run away. There's something inside me.
What if the IWC were in charge of WWE during the Attitude Era? Strap in, because it's gonna get wild. Now, who gets pushed to the moon? You know, my number one pick for that one will be Chris Jericho. Fans were screaming for him to be the main event from day one. No mid Carter for life, glass ceiling. He will probably be beating Austin or Rock for the belt in 99, honestly. Next up will be Rob Van Dam. If the IWC had its way, he would have left ECW earlier and been immediately treated like the second coming of Shawn Michaels, WWE's resident cool outlaw figure, pretty much. Next is definitely Owen Hart. Instead of being saddled with the Blue Blazer parody, he likely gets a serious world title run as a tribute to his in-ring brilliance. And now for the tag teams, Edge and Christian, the Hardys, and the Dudleys will be pushed even harder and faster. Think TLC becoming a main event angle, not just a slideshow or sideshow, whatever it's called. Now, when it comes to work rate guys like Benoit, Malenko, Saturn, all those technical wrestlers would get spotlighted way earlier, possibly derailing some of WWE's slower push plans. And now let's get to the good stuff. Who gets buried? Honestly, Triple H, big time. The internet hated him in the late 90s, calling him boring and overpushed even before the Reign of Terror. He would never sniff the world title until much later. The next one will be The Undertaker. Hear me out. The IWC back then thought Taker was too slow and hated his supernatural gimmicks. Without Vince steering the ship, we might not even get the peak ministry Taker. He could have been shuffled to the side. And The Big Show. Constant fat jokes, constant complaints about his cardio. Fans online never give him a chance until years later. And now the entertainment gimmicks like Val Venus, The Godfather, even Road Dogg, all those over characters that make casual fans tune in would get crushed under the IWC's obsession with pure wrestling. And now, how do the Monday Night Wars play out? The balance shifts in a strange way. WWE probably stops doing wild storylines like Austin vs. McMahon, The Ministry, and all the car crash TV Vince Russo chaos. The IWC were trying to make it all about serious wrestling, which ironically was WCW's strength with cruiserweights and the NWO aura. Without the mainstream shock factor, WWE loses a huge chunk of casual viewers. On the flip side, WCW already imploding from ego and bad booking might actually look more appealing to mainstream fans. Imagine Nitro still rolling with Goldberg, NWO, and Spectacle, while Raw turns into a proto Ring of Honor before Ring of Honor even exists. WWE becomes niche, beloved by hardcore fans, but never overtakes WCW in ratings. The Attitude Era as we know it might not even happen. It will be the work rate era instead. So basically, the AWC will give us 5-star matches every Monday, but at the cost of losing the cultural phenomenon. Instead of Rock and Austin being household names, wrestling becomes more of a niche underground art form years later. And now, here's a fun twist to chew on, and I have a question for y'all watching this. If the IWC had turned Raw into a work rate first product, does AEW even exist today? Or would WWE have already filled that hardcore fans first lane in the late 90s?
My life, and I will always find a way to survive. I'm not a failure, but I know what it's like.